Enrique, who do you think Tucker Carlson is?
He's new here.
I saw the wig. I was like, dude, this guy. This guy got power, bro. He got power.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering. It looks like Tucker Carlson is on his mini world tour, where yesterday, or I guess Sunday night, Monday morning, or Sunday into Monday, he appeared at a Kid Rock concert to a roarous applause. Not that I'm the biggest Kid Rock fan, given his flip-floppery on the Bud Light stuff and attempting to bandwagon on the Planet Fitness stuff. If you like his music, that's cool. Then he made a surprise appearance on an extremely popular stand-up comedy show called Kill Tony. It's a show that gives people essentially like a 1 minute window to earn it. Like it's trial by fire kind of thing. It's extremely popular. The thing's sold out Madison Square Garden, and I guess Joe Rogan appeared to just show up with Tucker Carlson, and not everybody was happy about it. Now, I will honestly say I thought Tucker did just fine. He wasn't there to like perform. He did actually get a few zingers in there, which I thought was pretty good. He seemed pretty humble. And the subreddit for the Kill Tony show was having a huge melty over it. And Twitter didn't like it either. I grabbed some of my favorite clips from the show, but first I want to look a little at the meltdown. Let's start with this Daily Caller article. Tucker MFing Carlson. Crowd goes wild for Tucker joining comedy stage with Joe Rogan. Daily Caller co-founder Tucker Carlson received a huge applause after joining the podcast host Joe Rogan on stage for a comedy show Monday night. Now, many speculate that means there's probably a Tucker Carlson Joe Rogan experience dropping momentarily, probably today, maybe tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised. Carlson joined the live recording of a weekly podcast show, Kill Tony, which judges a handful of up-and-coming comics. Each person who performs for 60 seconds at Rogan's Comedy Mothership Club in Austin. Roughly 30 minutes into the show, Tony Hinchcliffe announced that Carlson and Rogan onto the stage, making the crowd erupt into a loud applause. Now, obviously, people love Joe Rogan, too. I'm sure he was getting plenty of those applause himself. He's not on the show all the time or anything. I mean, he's on it a fair amount, but he's not a regular guest on the show. Carlson and Rogan could be seen greeting everyone on stage. Viewers sitting in the front. Tucker had no idea what was going on. Until about 30 seconds ago, Rogan stated he had no idea he was going on stage, just finding out right now. And we were literally at dinner, and Rogan's like, I want to show you my new place. And we're standing backstage. I had no idea it was coming out until I heard my name, Tucker Carlson said. As the group began to cycle through the comics, Hinchcliffe asked Carlson what he thought of the comedian Enrique Chacon after he had just performed, asking if he watches a lot of stand-up comedy. He said, I love this man. Carlson responded, thank you, Mr. Tucker. Maybe in return you get me a green card. Actually, I'll show you the bit because I'm not sure this guy knew who Tucker Carlson even was. I think that he thought he was like a politician or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. I thought it was pretty funny, I guess. In general, not everybody on the stage was super happy, but where is this clip? I wanted to find this clip. Well, I'll go back to it and find it in a minute. So then you're already taking jobs Americans can't do. Carlson teased back, I was going to vote for you. Well, he didn't know who Tucker Carlson was. He must have thought he was a presidential candidate or something. The panel continued working through two more comics before landing on comedian Cam Patterson. Following Patterson's 60-second set, he could be seen warmly greeting Carlson and Rogan before revealing that his grandma hates Tucker Carlson. Well, yeah, that's fine. He did fail the vibe check a little bit, but it was all in good fun, I suppose. The comics notably ended with William Montgomery, who gave a nod to Carlson throughout the set. Backstage, Tucker actually asked me if I could tell some jokes in Russian. Montgomery began, but seriously, Tucker, my family has always worshipped you. It's awesome that you came down from heaven to do Kill Tony. Montgomery continued to hit on political topics, poking fun at President Joe Biden and his son, Hunter Biden, as well as Hillary Clinton. During his Q&A with the panel, Hinchcliffe asked Montgomery how he felt about Carlson being on the panel. It's really a treat. Tucker, I genuinely have to ask you, did that one guy, Larry Sinclair, really suck off Obama? Did that really happen? Montgomery questioned. I have the answer, and let me say, I don't judge. But oh yeah, Tucker responded, and the crowd went wild. The show wrapped up with guest appearances from country legend Winona Judd. I thought her appearance was a little weird. Maybe she was just really nervous or something like that. You know, I think that, you know, hilariously, there were some people, this individual, Matt Muehling, who's a great guitar player, I think, you know, didn't care for Tucker Carlson. You can see him leaving the set here. And then he says, Tucker Carlson, he shakes the hand of Joe Rogan, and then he's like, and then he's shaking his head, walking off the stage all upset like a little baby boy. And obviously that's fine. You know, you don't have to like everybody. But I wanted to say Enrique Tucker, because that was a funny bit. That was like a funny exchange, I think. One of the better things to come out of it, but I guess, why can't I spell his name right? It was funny. Oh, I spelt his name wrong, I'm guessing. Oh no, Enrique Chacon. Yeah, okay. I'm wondering if I just had it wrong here. Enrique, here it is. Oops, Salvadorian comedian Enrique Chacon mistakes Tucker Carlson for Donald Trump and asked him for a green card. He thought he was Donald Trump. Yeah.
Tucker, what did you think about Enrique Chacon? You watch a lot of stand-up? You a fan of stand-up?
I love this man.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Tucker. Maybe in return you can give me a green card, you know?
I mean, he must have thought he was Trump.
But outside the country, I'm at the end of my man Tucker, you know what I mean?
You're already taking jobs Americans can't do.
So then he goes on to say, like, you know, I was going to vote for you, but now I'm not.
I saw the wig. I was like, dude, this guy.
He thinks he's Tucker. He brings up the fake hair. Or he thinks he's Donald Trump. He thinks he's a wig or whatever.
This guy got power, bro.
Yeah.
That's so awesome, dude. You're welcome to tug on it.
He actually does.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Hey, that's some good weave, dog. That's some
So, I mean, it was funny. I thought Tucker was overall a really good sport. You know, besides the guitar playing, having his little melty that he hates Tucker Carlson, even this guy, Cam Patterson, who's relatively liked on the show, you know, took a couple digs at Tucker, which I thought he rolled with pretty good. If you head on over to their subreddit, you see people here are already getting worked up about Tucker Carlson. Some of you are all addicted to politics. I didn't expect the subreddit to be so effing soft, and that's coming from someone who voted for Biden. You see a lot of the people, politics are lame. 100% people make it their entire personality. Lamest stuff ever. Welcome to Reddit. Also, to be honest, the fact that KT invites anybody they want and not giving an F about what internet or the, you know, this Redditors say makes me love the show even more. I mean, you know, I think like, I think in general, I don't know if Tony Hinchcliffe is right wing. They make people perceive comedy that isn't woke, or if you poke fun at stuff, you know, that you're somehow right wing. Like, that's just not true. You see William Montgomery probably wrote those Tucker Carlson's jokes that night, and that he crushed. He wrote those Tucker Carlson jokes at the end. I thought those were obviously pretty funny. You see here, so Tucker Carlson was pretty great. No, naturally funny. Knew exactly when to step in. It wasn't boring, but also didn't try too much. People seem to say he was very, very respectful. You know, considering he had no idea he was coming on, he did a lot better than the comics that come on as guests, even the good ones. I liked watching the physical reaction. So, unfortunately, people tried, you know, people really wanted to hate him, but he absolutely like won people over by being authentic and being hilarious. You see a lot of these, like Tucker doing the Lord's work, where he's taking all the internet hate, covering for the bad bucket pulls, like Kent Cuck the Tuck. His politics are mediocre, but he's a funny personality. Then you have Kremlin Carlson. Yeah, I guess, you know, like you're going to have some leftoids that, you know, watch. Before people start tripping, remember that he deals in opinions and not facts. That's why Fox and their lackeys get out of any responsibility for manipulating the media, because it's an opinion, not a fact. which he gets realized this is true of all media, you effing idiot. So all these folks, you know, that were trying to get outraged in the subreddit for the show were getting crushed. And if you look at the show in terms of the number of dislikes, it actually has, on average, more dislikes than I would have anticipated. But the show has 21,000 upvotes, 1,000 downvotes, okay? But ultimately, I thought, oh, 1,000 downvotes, that's a lot. You know, normally I get 1% to 2% of my votes are downvotes. That'd be maybe 100. But when you look, it's not uncommon for the show to have, you know, here's almost 763 downvotes. Now for 1.6 million views. We'll see where it ends up. But as of right now, you know, the last episode they had with Rich Voss had 21,000 upvotes, 1.4 thousand downvotes. This episode from just 15 hours ago,
William,
by the way,
oh shit,
has 21,000 upvotes and 992 downvotes. So, you know, I would say in general, not a huge like negative reaction. You know, people were actually dogging on Joe Rogan more often. And, you know, ultimately you look at the comment section, it's YouTube. YouTube is like, you know, a little more, YouTube likes to, a lot of the far left, leftoids, they're on Reddit, they're on TikTok. They're not always on, you know, they're not as so much on. A lot of the woke stuff gets kind of crushed on YouTube. But, you know, I thought he held himself just fine.
Shots are coming out with Winona Judd.
We'll see how it goes, Tony.
What else, William? What else is... You get very excited here. William, what else do you want to plug? What else is going on?
It was just Sweet Little Gator's birthday last week. Very exciting.
So anyway, yeah, good show. Tucker did just enough, I think. He's likable. People think he's running up on his trying to get some VP cred. He's always said he doesn't want to be Trump's VP, but he sure is out there mixing it up with the people a lot. So I don't know. I mean, it'll be interesting to see if he does have a Joe Rogan Experience episode drop today or tomorrow. Maybe Rogan will actually ask him, what'd you think? Did you watch Tucker Carlson on Kill Tony? How'd you think he did? Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, please do subscribe down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.